on a daily dose of Daryl for a while. I don't know if it's working right because my lens fell out of my glasses, and I'm up in the glass shop chopping of all things to do.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, Saturday, Monday it normally happens like Friday for you. It's play a card game with your mom.
Yep.
That's like a deal.
Yep.
Monday for me, my grandson calls first thing in the morning. Hey, Grandpa, are we gonna work on the boat today? And we make arrangements, and we do. And this Monday he called, and I said, no, I'm busy, I can't. So he called me this morning. Grandpa, are we gonna work on the boat today? I guess so. So I got him with me. He's been wandering around here, and you're working on building a dream.
Yeah.
So we're waiting on parts, can't get parts. Now we've got dual vendors on the same front end we normally get from one end vendor. So you've had
We're making things work.
making things work. I mean, they're going to work fine, but we got to
Yes.
make them work.
Yeah.
So you probably just redid that
I actually made it just a little bit shorter. It was
Okay,
just
to
a
make
little
it
bit
fit.
too long.
because there's two different sets of things.
Yeah.
But what we needed was some chrome 4 bars for this one. It's going to get set up as a Model A rolling chassis, upside down right now. It's on top of the jig, not in the jig the way it gets built, but on top of the jig.
Some parts on it that I didn't want to cut off, so.
So the back of it you've already got. So here's the rear end housing. We've got a couple of them going. There's another rear end housing there, and a rear end housing. Got to put the brackets on. On the Model A, we don't do a triangulated 4 bar. We do like a traditional parallel 4 bar. Triangulated, they can be a little different size. Traditional parallel, they need to be the same size. They need to be parallel. Otherwise, you get some bind issues. So did you have to move these a little bit too?
I had to move them back. The bars that we got, the chrome bars, are normally from bolt hole center to edge of bar are 21 and a half, or 21 and a quarter, excuse me. These are 19 and a half.
So you had to move those.
They were 3/4.
So you had to move this and that.
Yeah, they were 3/4 inch too short. But the bracket on the Ford 9-inch is actually a 1/2 inch set farther out this way. So with a little bit of calculation, I had to move it back 3/4 of an inch.
Calculation, that's how, Gibby and I were calculating the
It's
other
just
day
kind
like
of one of
that.
those to get it moved back. They still were, the ones that were on there before, the bolt that goes through there is 5/8. These brackets, this setup is 1/2 inch, so they had to come off regardless because they wouldn't work.
So this is a Spirit Model A chassis. Everything works and matches with itself, but it's not all the same parts. It's
No.
that's the way it's in the world right now.
Yeah.
It is not getting fixed quickly, but it is getting better in my world. Getting better around here, we should say.
We bolt on, weld on if we have it in the shop.
Yeah. Oh, we make it work. We figure it out. Which bolt do you need?
Hot Rod USA. is what
Hot
it is.
Rod
Like I
USA.
said, they sent these things and they're 4.5 miles too long, but I'm bolting them up. That's what he's getting. He can cut
Wow,
'em-
that's what come with it.
Yeah, that's what come with it. He can cut them off if he wants to.
Well, we'll cut them off. Once you get them on. This is going to be a rolling chassis. So we need to trim
But you
them.
still got to take it back apart and paint everything.
Well, that's true. Maybe we'll let him cut it off.
Yeah, why burr it up when he's going to have to cut it off anyway when he comes back? So
So you'll run the brake lines on it then, and then it'll.
I'm trying to get everything to where I can get it stripped back apart, pull it out, re-weld everything that needs to be welded, and then start assembling.
And this goes to the East Coast, and we've got a 34 DIY going to the East Coast, and it happens that they're like 80 miles apart. Shipping is getting crazy too. So we got a hotshot driver out of Oklahoma that's picking them up. So as soon as this is ready, it's on a trailer.
So, everybody that's listening to this and watch this, if you have grandchildren growing up or teenagers or whatever, send them to CDL school.
Well, if we have, they may trucks might be driving themselves
It
around.
doesn't make any difference. They still need somebody behind the seat.
They got some poor driving going on.
CDL drivers make about $150,000 a year
Man, if you
driving a
don't,
truck.
if you don't mind being not home, that'd be a
You're
way
a
to go.
teenager, it's the best thing to do. You can see the world on somebody else's dime.
Or join the army.
Well, they got too many rules.
Okay, so we got that going on. Do you see Tim's doors? We got Tim's doors
I've
on.
seen Tim's doors is on there.
Man, it's looking good. They sound good. I got people commenting, but since I don't have my glasses, I can't even say hi to whoever it is or what you're saying, so. Hello, who?
Don't know who's commenting, what
It
they're
almost
saying.
looks like Tim. Does that say Tim on there? Does one of them say Tim?
Yep, sure does.
So it is Tim.
It
Hey,
is
Tim. So, well, I showed you this door 2 days ago, and then basically I teased you that this door was on. So it's actually on. See, for real, it's on. That looks good. We see Daryl in it. Get the Daryl shot. There we go. Daryl coming up. Yeah.
On and it opens, I think. Oop, wrong way. Where's my,
I don't know. Eddie was working on it, so I don't know if he's got it lined
oh,
up.
he's got the pot, oh, here it is.
Oh, that sounded good.
Yeah. Just
Oh,
like that.
like an old Lincoln. Remember them old Lincolns in the 50s? Clunk. It just clunk. All right. We got a gas tank. I don't know if it's here or not coming. We got to make it bigger or whatever.
Yeah,
We
I
got a
remember
bunch
that.
to do.
I remember that.
So anyway, we did a live. I was just killing some time. I got to trim some parts up in the glass shop. I said, we'll do a daily dose of Daryl. I'll wait for my parts to dry in the glass shop. If you catch them just right, you can take a razor blade and trim the edge on the mold, and then you don't have to sand them off. So I'm going to go catch it just right and take my grandson for lunch.
There you go.
And then I'll probably see you
I got
Monday.
a couple more parts to tack on, then I'm going home.
All right.
And I'll be back in here early in the morning for a little while and do some more work on it.
Oh, cool. I'll make sure the brake kit's up here. I'll be here tomorrow,
Well, I
too.
won't be putting it on tomorrow because I still got the rear to put together and stuff like that, so still gotta get it out, so. But you can have it up here, and that way when I come in Monday night.
We'll get it
I can
all up
work
here.
on that stuff Monday night. I'll work on it until it's done.
All right, very good. So, there, we got a daily dose of Daryl. Oh, another thing. Pump the frog polys. You got your frog polys hat on?
Frog Follies hard on.
Are you going to the frog polys?
I probably won't be able to since I'm preoccupied someplace else.
Man, so we got your room. So as it comes closer, let me know, because there's a room. So, anyway, we'll figure that out as it comes. But they're bringing the motor in the weekend of the July 4th. And we got the thing up there, and Dave is,
Does anybody plumb run the brake lines on it up there?
not yet, but I think I have an idea who might be.
You got somebody that knows, you got a guy, you know a guy?
I know a guy. I know a guy that knows a guy. Well, so here's the plan. So if you're watching this, I got 3 cars that are so close. The Eradicator that's up there, it's like so close.
Fast,
The
Terminator, Eliminator.
no, the Eradicator. Okay, the 34 is the Eradicator. So close. The grill shell is looking cool.
Yeah.
We got the Excommunicado is the black blown T-bucket.
Gotcha.
So close. And we got Tim's car. Pure Insanity.
You're insanity.
So close. So we focus, we get them out, get them right, send them home. And then I think the next ones, we've got Phantom Pete's. We absolutely have got, I'm going to move up the Midas Touch up to the other building in place of where Excommunicado is. And we got the Colonel. And I've got Arnie's car, and I can't remember what it's called, but we're going to get going on that because all we got is assembly. Well, okay, yeah, you looked over there. So we got, but those cars are already painted. Parts are sitting here. I just need assembly. Then we've got stuff like Mike's car. This is Blue Bayou, I believe it's called. And we've got the Mean Green Machine and some things like that that need to be pushed ahead with some more welding and upholstery kind of stuff. But those other 4 are going to be our next feature, the feature 4. So Phantom Pete, Midas Touch, the Colonel, and what was the other one I said? Arnie's car, whatever it's called. So as soon as we get these 3 out, so that's going to be the plan, and then we're going to get all the old turnkeys out, take a breath, do frog polys, and the kits are coming along pretty good. I mean, so if you order a Model A, I mean, this has not been on the books very long at all, and it's fixing to go home.
Waiting on parts.
Well, exactly. We're waiting on these, and we quit waiting and got them from another company and mixed and matched. It's fine. The only difference is, what is this, about
It's
eighth inch, quarter inch shorter?
It's 1/8 inch off.
So we had to make a different bracket and
Here to here.
and whatever, anyway. We got chrome coming back from the chrome shop finally. All those, that was another thing. How long did we wait for?
You sent this
cold
stuff off
rolled-
to be chromed,
No, how long did we wait for the cold rolled steel for the,
oh, over 4 months.
4 months?
4 months for the DOM tube,
for DOM?
yeah.
Yeah. So that, you've made all them parts, they're out to the chromer, but they're done with chromer and they're actually somewhere between here and there. So that'd be nice, send a bunch of parts or carved out kits. So if we don't go to war with Iran, I guess Russia and Ukraine can just punch it out. And then they should do this all in like a comic strip version of Musk and Trump. It'd be a great comic strip. You know, I'm glad I don't put my trust in politics.
No.
I don't put my trust in the world. There's a plan and there's a purpose, and God's got it all under control. I don't know what it is, but
We control what we can control, and then other than that, what we can't control,
And
we don't even
why
have to
fret
worry about
over
it.
it?
Yeah.
my
it's-
95-something-year-old uncle is he's way slowed down, and he's at the end of his road here, but he constantly says, "Enjoy the moments."
Yeah.
Enjoy the moment.
There's a movie, it's called Bridge of Spies. Tom Hanks is the lead man, what it is, and it's actually a true story. They captured a spy in the United States back in, I think, 80s or so, whatever. And the Russian spy, Tom Hanks kept on going, he's nervous. I'm nervous, I'm nervous. And he goes, "Do you want me to be nervous?" He goes, "Why aren't you nervous?" He goes, "Will it help?" He goes, "No, it won't help." He goes, "Then why be nervous?" He
Don't be nervous.
He says, "Control what you can control, and what you can't control, you can't, why worry about it? It's gonna happen regardless."
Exactly. So I ain't worried.
So, yeah.
I got my cylinders back for my
People-
little Kubota. I can take my Kubota back to the house. Oh man, I'll be happy.
People, I understand though, people want something and they don't know why they don't have it, but if we don't have parts to make it,
Well, it's not like
if we don't have
the
metal.
culture is not supplying
Yeah.
us. You know, go get your middle management job. Think you're going to make a ton of money, and AI is going to replace you.
When I first started about 10 years ago, we had metal all the time. We were building stuff all the time. We didn't have to wait for nothing. Parts were here. We put it together. We pushed it out the door. It's done. We started something else. Now with no parts, there's
But it's getting better.
no progress. Yes.
Okay, so that was my part should be ready to trim. If I missed it, that means I got to
Well-
sand it. So I'm going to go eat lunch, and you all have a great weekend.